Yes, hello. Good morning to all. I think I am audible to you. Huh? Oh, yes. Good morning to all. So it's late. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about that is. I think you can see my screen, right? Okay. So we are discussing about the benzene diazonium salt. Next, the chemistry of amines. Chemistry of amines. In that one, we'll see benzene diazonium salt. Benzene diazonium salt. Okay, so here first you will see the preparation of this one, preparation of Gelnika, preparation of this compound starting from aniline. So this is your aniline compound, pi bond, pi bond, pi bond. Here is the presence of NS2. When aniline when undergo diazotization reaction with any NO2 plus HCl, two molecules of HCl at a lower temperature, that is 0 to 5 degree centigrade temperature, then what happens, it undergo diazotization and there is a formation of benzene diazonium salt. So here you are getting such type of the compound, pi bond, pi bond, pi bond, and here is your N triple bond, N positive and Cl negative, right, plus NaCl and S2O. So this compound is called as a benzene diazonium salt. There is a formation of N positive is called as a benzene diazonium salt. right? So here this can be given by also the mechanism where there is a formation of, that is a nitrous acid or NO positive as a electrophile, NO positive as a electrophile, and you are getting a such type of benzene diazonium salt as a, that is the compound. So we are not learning its mechanism, but what happen, this benzene diazonium salt, when you treat with the nucleophile, here is a benzene diazonium salt, here is a pi bond and a pi bond, and here is a N2 plus, N2 plus and Cl minus. So it react with nucleophile Y minus. So pi bond open on the nitrogen, there is a neutralization of the positive charge, carbon becomes positive and this Y negative will attack on this C positive. So you are getting corresponding such type of the compound where nucleophile attack on the benzene nucleus. Actually the nucleophile Y minus will not attack on the benzene nucleus, but due to this one it becomes possible and the Y minus attack on the benzene. So firstly you have to convert aniline into benzene diazonium salt, and benzene diazonium salt react with the nucleophile and there is the formation of compound. Okay, so let us see the chemical reactions given by this compound. Very simple reaction. Here we'll see the chemical reactions given by this compound. So you know that just now you have seen when aniline, or we can say benzene, when undergo nitration reaction with electrophile NO2 positive, there is a formation of a nitrobenzene. It undergo aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction. This reaction we have learned the first term, when nitrobenzene undergo reduction, addition of hydrogen in the presence of catalyst. So the hydrogen will attack on the NO2 group and there is a formation of corresponding, there is a formation of corresponding, that is the, here is a pi bond, pi bond, pi bond, and here is your NS2 means amine or aniline, right? And this aniline when treated with NaNO2 in the presence of HCl at 0 to 5 degree centigrade temperature, it undergo diazotization and it will convert into benzene diazonium salt. So you are getting here N2 plus and Cl minus. So here we can convert benzene into nitrobenzene, nitrobenzene into aniline, and aniline into, that is the benzene diazonium salt, right? Now this benzene, when you treat with the Y minus nucleophile, you are not getting the reaction. It do not undergo aromatic nucleophilic substitution reaction. Why? Because benzene is electron rich, Y nucleophile is also electron rich. Electron, there is a repulsion. So if you convert this benzene into corresponding benzene diazonium salt, then you can get the nucleophilic such type of addition. Okay, so let us see how it undergo reaction. The reaction, chemical reaction, is called as a Sandmeyer reaction. Sandmeyer reaction. So in the Sandmeyer reaction, what happen when benzene undergo nitration and it gives corresponding benzene diazonium salt. If you treat this compound with CuCl, cuprous chloride, CuCl, so the sigma bond will open on the nitrogen, neutralization of the positive charge, there is removal of N2 and carbon becomes positive and Cl negative will attack on this C positive and you are getting a halobenzene, chlorobenzene. So it is called as a Sandmeyer reaction. So this reaction is called as a Sandmeyer reaction. Similarly, if you treat with CuBr, just I am changing the reagent CuBr, then there is an attack of Br and you are getting a bromobenzene. If suppose if you treat with Ki, so next reagent is Ki, then the iodine will attack on the benzene and there is a removal of nitrogen and here is iodine. Another example you can take, just you put on the benzene, there is suppose a methyl group, then we can write here methyl group, here we can write here methyl group and also methyl group. This is the next example. Suppose if you want to add fluorine, then what happen? It react with, that is HbF4, HbF4, then there is a formation of fluorobenzene. There is a formation of fluorobenzene and here we can take also CH3. So these are the reactions where we can replace diazonium group by the halogen. And if suppose the benzene diazonium salt, if it is treated with CuCN, here is a pi bond, and here is a N2 plus and Cl negative, CuBr, just now you have seen. And if you take with CN cyanide, then also there is an attack of Cn minus on the benzene nucleus, cyanobenzene, right? There is a formation of a cyanobenzene, and this cyanobenzene, when undergo hydrolysis, addition of water in the presence of acid, you know, when cyanide undergo hydrolysis, the CN will convert into COOH, that is a carboxylic acid, COOH. How? Here in general R carbon nitrogen triple bond, addition of water HOH, right? Then nitrogen is more electronegative as compared to carbon, N negative, C positive. So addition of H, addition of OH. So you are getting here R, here is a carbon, here is a double bond N, addition of H, addition of OH. Similarly, the second molecule of OH will add. So what happen? The OH will add here and H will add here, and there is a removal of one sigma bond, so or one pi bond. Okay, and further again the next molecule of water will add, and there is an attack of OH, there is an attack of OH, and there is an attack of H. And when the three OH group, when they are directly attached to the same carbon atom, it undergo, that is the dehydration reaction, removal of, that is a removal of water molecule takes place, and it will convert into RC double bond O and OH, means acid, right? So in this way you can get such type of carboxylic acid, right? So this is one of the application of this reaction. So if you want to get such type of the final compound, then also we can get we can start from the benzene to nitrobenzene to aniline to benzene diazonium salt, and benzene diazonium salt to corresponding halide or cyanide, and cyanide to corresponding acids, right? So just we can write the substitution and we can write the number of examples. So here I have taken only in general reaction. Now the next reaction, here suppose you are having a such type of aniline compound or amines compound. There is a benzene, then again there is a one more benzene called as naphthalene, and on naphthalene at this carbon there is a NH2, and this carbon is a alpha carbon and a beta carbon. So it is a beta amino naphthalene. So it is a beta amino naphthalene. It is called as a beta naphthol. Beta naphthol. Beta naphthol, just now you have seen it undergo diazotization reaction NaNO2 plus HCl. So this NH2 group will be replaced by N2Cl, pi bond. Here is also there is a pi bond, and here is a N2 plus and a Cl minus. And when this compound, when undergo hydrolysis addition of water, the OH minus will add on the carbon where there is a nitrogen, and it will convert into corresponding naphthol, that is a beta naphthol. So here also you add nucleophile on the aromatic nucleus. So you are getting a beta naphthol. Beta naphthol. There is a formation of beta naphthol, right? So in this way, there is a formation of a beta naphthol takes place, right? Similarly, if suppose if you put the NH2 group at alpha carbon atom, then also we can get the another type of the example, right? Now the replacement of NH2 by the hydrogen, the replacement of NH2 by the hydrogen, the next reaction. Here I will write the direct benzene diazonium salt. Here is the benzene and here is the N2 plus and Cl minus. We can convert any NH2 directly attached to the aromatic nucleus into the benzene diazonium salt by the reaction with NaNO2 and HCl. Now, if we treat with H3PO2, H3PO2, it is called as hypophosphorus acid. It is called as a hypophosphorus acid. So it is seen that the diazonium group will be replaced by the hydrogen. So you can also add a hydrogen and we can convert into corresponding, that is the benzene. Example, another example, suppose if you put NO2 group at para position, then you are having a NO2 group at the para position. So in this way we can write such type of the reaction. Okay. So in this way we have seen the chemical reaction given by this benzene diazonium salt. I will take one more reaction, replacement interconversion. You know benzene, right? Benzene. Benzene undergo, suppose nitration. What is the reagent for the nitration? We have to use H2SO4 plus HNO3. That you have learned in the first semester. The effective electrophile is NO2. Then the NO2 attack on the benzene, it undergo aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction. Then this undergo reduction in the presence of iron and HCl. We can use also another reagent. So there is addition of hydrogen on the nitrogen and it will convert into corresponding amines. And this amines when undergo diazotization NaNO2 plus HCl, it undergo diazotization reaction and there is a formation of a corresponding N2 plus Cl minus, benzene diazonium salt. Okay, and just now in the above reaction we have said that when you treat with water H2O in the presence of acid, then there is attack of OH on the benzene nucleus and you are getting corresponding phenol. You are getting corresponding, that is the phenol. Okay, so in this way we are getting such type of conversion. So you can also in exam they make you such type of the interconversion. So if you know what is the use of the reagents and what is the effect of the electrophile on the nucleus, then you can write such type of interconversion. Last point, that is the analysis of amines, right? Analysis of amines. So under this point we can write all the chemical reactions that you have learned in this topic, right? We can add all the chemical reactions that you have learned under this topic. So here the first reaction we can differentiate between the primary amine, secondary amine and tertiary amines. So there is a one name reaction, a test is called as Hansberg test. So in this test, what you have to do, here we know that all amines contains NH2 group RNH2. It react with HCl. There is a formation of a salt. So RNH3 plus and Cl minus salt. It is water soluble. So it is water soluble. When you take the dilute HCl, then it is we get the clear solution. And here, if amine itself is insoluble in water, then here when you add alkali like NaOH, then there is a again regeneration of amines takes place and you are getting RNS2 plus, here is a NaCl plus water molecule. So you add this NaOH on this and there's the formation of NS2. So this is useful to differentiate between the primary amine, secondary amine and tertiary amine. So here what happen if you take this reaction? So primary amine RNH2, it react with benzene sulfonyl chloride. Benzene sulfonyl chloride like this one. Here is the benzene. Here is SO2 Cl, benzene sulfonyl chloride. So it react with NH2, H from this and Cl from this. There is a removal of HCl and you are getting corresponding sulfinoamide. So here is a SO2 and here is a benzene nucleus, right? So there is a hydrogen on the nitrogen and you are getting corresponding sulfonamide. Now look here, the nitrogen is having hydrogen and suppose if you treat with KOH alkali, then there is a formation of corresponding salt and here is a R, N negative and K positive, means there's a formation of salt plus SO2 and here is a benzene nucleus and you know it is a salt, so it is soluble in water. It is a soluble in water, right? So it is a soluble in water and further when you treat with HCl, right? So there is a reappearance of the salt, means here this is insoluble. This compound is insoluble, right? This compound is insoluble, right? And here when you add HCl, then you are getting R, N, here is a H, here is SO2 and here is a benzene. So there is a reappearance of this compound. You are getting PPT and it is insoluble. It is insoluble. So remember here, when your compound is a primary amine you have to treat with the benzene sulfonyl chloride. You are getting compound number 1. Compound number 1 is insoluble. You are getting a insoluble compound. And here there is a nitrogen and there is a hydrogen. So when you treat with alkali like NaOH or KOH, there is the formation of compound number 2 and this compound number 2 is a salt. So it is a soluble in water. Right? And as soon as you add HCl, again it becomes insoluble. Right? Means you are getting the PPT. You are getting the PPT of compound number A. So again you are forming the compound number 1. Okay. Now when you take the secondary amine, when you take the secondary amine, what happen? So in secondary amine there is a N, there is a H and there is a R, right? Again you treat with the benzene sulfonyl chloride SO2 Cl and here is a benzene nucleus. So again similar thing, H from this, Cl from this, there is a removal of, here is a R, here is a N, here is a R and here is SO2 and here is a benzene compound. Suppose if I write here compound number 1, right? Compound number 1, right? So in the previous case there was NH. In the previous case there was NH, but here there is no NH, right? But when you treat with that is HCl, right? There is a reaction with if you treat with KOH, if you treat with KOH, so it is insoluble in KOH. It is insoluble in KOH. Why? Because it do not react with KOH. As there is no hydrogen on the nitrogen, it is insoluble in KOH, right? But at the same time, suppose if you add HCl, then it is seen that so it is insoluble in aqueous KOH or maybe also HCl, right? So if you treat this HCl, then there's a formation of R, here is a N, here is R, here is SO2 and here is a benzene nucleus. Okay, so uh, RR, here is the H positive and Cl negative. So this compound, suppose if I write here second, this second compound, it is insoluble in KOH or HCl. It is insoluble in KOH or HCl. Okay, but at the same time, if you treat with tertiary amine, that is R, N, R, here is R. So there is no hydrogen. So this will not react with Cl, SO2 and benzene, means benzene sulfonyl chloride. So in the first step only there is a no reaction. There is a no reaction. So in this way we can differentiate between the primary amine, secondary amine and tertiary amine also. So in this way we can write such type of reaction, right? And we can differentiate between the primary amine, secondary amine and tertiary amine. So these are some of the chemical reactions given by the benzene diazonium salt, right? So here we have completed the topic, that is the chemistry of amines and benzene diazonium salt. If you have any doubt from this topic, you may tell me the page number and the question number. We can discuss that question. Yes, any doubt? Mangesh,
No doubt, sir.
okay. Yashasnavi, any doubt? Okay, so I think we can declare that your syllabus has completed also of the second semester, and from the next lecture, what we will do, we'll go for the revision, right? So what we'll do now, we have completed the second semester syllabus, right? Now I think in the next month you are having first semester examination. So uh, we'll take some revision and we'll try to solve all the objective questions in your textbook, or you can also ask any doubt, you can solve that question. Okay, so as per the SPPU rules and regulation, the exam generally maybe the it's online or maybe offline, both options are open, online also and offline also, but you can go for the online mode. So again, the instruction will be given to you when you are having the notification. I'll put that notification also in your group so that you can check. I think I have put already notification in my one of the group, but try to check notification always on the ASPPU website, and always try to check your login. You must give your correct email ID, mobile number, your mobile number and your parents' mobile number. Why? Because whatever corresponds will be there. It will be in between you and the Savitribhai Phule University. So and it is that information only it is in your login. So we don't know what is going on. So you must give the correct email ID, correct mobile number. You have to update your profile of your ERP college, and also you have to update the profile of Pune University. So remember, yeah, always check your login of examination and login of ERP. Both should be correct. If there is a wrong, then you have to inform as early as possible to the concerned department. Then and then you can get the correct information in exam. If suppose if you are having any doubt, if you are getting some technical problem, what you can do, we can take a screenshot of that one. And Pune city always used to give some email ID, right? So you have to send that screenshot and your problem to the first Pune city, that I am facing so and so problem. So that will consider. Generally, what they are doing, you are calling us, right? And that time, as the informations are only with you, so we cannot solve your problem. But if you're able to solve any technical problem that we have by the college side, then you can solve. But you should know your correct username, password. You must have the correct email ID. Some students, what they are doing, they are giving the email ID of their parents or their friends, or sometimes they give the mobile number of your parents or maybe others. So you have to give that email ID or that mobile number that you use generally, and you have to refer only that one. And otherwise, you say that we don't got the mail from the college or from the university. So such type of things they will not entertain. So you must have the correct profile, and always put a copy of hall ticket and the exam form that you have filled. You must have that proof. You must have receipt with you. So always keep all these things. If you end out, just that time we used to give some announcement, and we'll try to solve your query as early as possible. But you have to send your correct name, roll number, mobile number, email ID, and if you have any query, just you have tried that could not log in, or we do not somehow technical problem, or what it may be. You have to write there and you have to send. What you are doing, you are sending only your queries, but we don't know your name, your class, then how we can solve your problem. So you have to give your information, correct information, then we can solve all these things, right? And don't be panic, right? We are there to solve all the queries. When we are having some technical problem, we can solve, of course, right? So and always follow Savitri Bhai Pule University notification only, not the information given in the paper or on the WhatsApp sent by your friends. You have to confirm only by the notification, right? So sometimes they may change the notification, and always used to guide you, right? You can call us if you end out, right? So for end out, you can call us, right? But whatever time they have given, in the given time only, you have to check all these things. Okay. Okay, in doubt, no doubt. Then I think we should stop here. Thanks to all. And today we'll declare that your syllabus has completed. And from the next lecture, we'll go for the revision for the first semester. We'll try to solve all the questions in your textbook. And firstly, we'll go for your objective type questions. And in the next month, I will again take a exam of a 50 mark on a complete syllabus, right? So that you will get the revision also. Means we can get idea that what type of different type of the questions they will ask, so that also you get benefit how to solve those questions. So it is just a practice exam. Okay, right? Okay, then no doubt. Then I think we should stop here. Thanks to all, and you can leave the meeting. Thank you.